Hi guys, good morning to all. I hope you all are doing well. So welcome back to the channel about jobs. I am always sharing the information from the latest requirements from across the world. So if you are interested and if you are looking for a job in German, it's a best European country, it's high economically strong country. So if you are looking for a job in German, I hope this information will be needful and helpful for your careers. Please keep watching this video up to end. I will share with you what is the requirements and what is the basic needs to apply for these jobs and what is the applying process. So let's start. You can see here pre-sales manager required in Munich, German. I hope you all of know that Munich is a place in German. So the location is Munich. Employment type permanent. Schedule full time. Business solution is our newly founded business divisions that is developing B2B tools to offer our core product to be operators clients. This will enable them to help their expert employees settle in better and faster in their new host locations. At the same time, it helps the corporate client administrations efforts and makes their global mobility efforts more successful. So this is the location of Munich, which is in German, and the position is pre-sales manager. They mention some organizational information as you can see here. So also they mentioned as a pre-sales manager at InterNations business solution, you will have to. They will mention some points for responsibilities or the work functions for a pre-sales managers. So let's focus on the points. Point number one: research and quality contact qualify and contact detail for potential prospects and maintain them in Salesforce. Point number two, call potential prospects internationally, introducing the internations concept and looking appointments for business development follow up. Point number three, support with the completion of requests for information, RFIs, and requests for quotation. Looking for internal sales administrations, ensure the quality of sales CRM data, help strategically develop concepts further. So the responsibilities or the work functions or the basic works to work as a pre-sales manager they already mentioned point by point. Next point is you meet the following requirements. That means if you are interested to apply for these jobs as a pre-sales manager, you should have the qualifications and experience. This is the basic requirements to apply for these jobs. Point number one, qualification in business administrations or similar like MBA or BBA. This is a business administration related jobs. So point number two, excellent written and spoken English, additional language are bonus. Point number three, keen to do outbound telephone calls, ideally with minimum of 2 years experience in an outbound call center, account management, sales or support. Point number three, eager to work in a target driven B2B environment. Expressional communication skills, a go-getter, reliable and calm under pressure, a talent for organizations, a desire to work in a team with the people from all over the world. So, if you are interested to apply for these jobs, you should have these qualifications and experience as the employer requirements. So, they mentions the position is pre-sales manager, and they already mentioned the responsibilities for these jobs, and this is the basic requirements to apply for these jobs. And lastly, we are going through the applying process. What is the applying process? How to apply? Are you right one up for the job? The convenience of the you can sell by sending in your application CV or cover letters today to in this email id. So if you are interested to apply, you can send your CV and cover letter. I hope you all of know that what is CV and what is cover letters. So please send your CV and cover letter with a professional to this email id. They already mentioned this email id. You can collect this email id also from the descriptions, otherwise you can note down here. So if you are interested to work as a pre-sales manager, you can apply by this email id. After you sending your CV, they will shortlist for interview. They will inform you a appointment date. Then they will take interview. After that, if you get success from interview, then they will guide to visa process. Then you can move to German with a jobs. This is the genuine process. The again, I would like to say you this information is very genuine and official, and the applying process is very simple. You have to send your CV, and after you sending your CV and cover letters, they will shortlist some CV take the interview. Then if your CV will be shortlisted, they will inform you by email or by contact numbers. Then they will fix a appointment date. After you attending the interview, if you will get success, then they will guide you how to make visa and what is the process to get a visa, and they will also provide the sponsor letter through which you can apply for a work visa in the nearest embassy. So this is the genuine process. After you getting visa, you can book flight and you can move to German. After you reach there, they will contact you and they will interact with you to get these jobs. So this is the genuine process. So here I would like to show you another positions: IT operations engineer in Munich. Same location. The position is IT operations engineers. Location is Munich. Employment permanent. Schedule full time. They mention some organizational informations. Our operations team runs external customers facing systems as well as internal IT infrastructure. As a DB of developers engineers, you will be responsible for the setup, installations, monitoring, and troubleshooting of our Linux-based infrastructure. So this job is IT operations engineers and the location is Munich. So let's focus on what is the responsibilities for these jobs. Responsibilities. Point number one: be responsible for the administration of Linux based systems. Point number two: run software like NGINX, TUMAT, PHP, MySQL. So as a IT engineer, you have to maintain, you have to do this work responsibilities. So please focus on these points. So next point is your meet to the following requirements. What is the requirements to apply for these jobs? I'm sorry for background sounds. Point number one: significant previous experience with running Linux systems in a production environment, especially in the context of the web applications. A very good understanding of networking and networking appliances, routing, switching, load balancers, and firewalls. Significant experience with running a relational database systems under significant load. No trouble picking up a scripting language are true in order to implement custom solutions. Previous experience in performance analysis and optimization of on a Linux stack. Experience with the virtualizations, container technology, and configuration management is a plus. So, if you want to work as a IT operations engineer, you should have qualifications and experience according to these informations, and you should have the knowledge that what will be your responsibilities for these jobs. So if you want to apply for these jobs, they already mentioned the email ID. You have to send CV and cover letter to this email ID. After you send, I already told you same process, and they will contact you for an interview. If your CV will be utilized, then you can attend the interview. If you get success, then they will guide you and they will provide the sponsor letter through which you can apply for the work visa. Next positions: senior background engineer required in Munich. Same location. Position is senior backend engineers. So the location is Munich. Employment permanent. Schedule full time. Our engineering team architect, develop and test our products. As a senior backend engineer, your mission is to build scalable and fast backend software. As a member of an international cross-functional product experience team (PXT), you will architect, implement and test new functionality and maintaining existing functionality using PHP. So to work as a senior backend engineer, you should have the capacity, you should have the knowledge to manage these jobs. Let's focus on the requirements. What is the requirements to apply for these jobs? Point number one: significant experience in language like PHP, Java, Scala, Python, or Ruby. Willingness to work mostly with PHP. Significant experience with a modern web framework like Symfony. Relevant experience in working with big datasets in relation database. I am describing you very shortly because the video will be long. So please, my suggest this all information is in the descriptions under this video. Go to the descriptions under this video and read it carefully, all this information before you apply for these jobs. So I am describing you very shortly. Relevant experience with automated testing and a strong display of engineering discipline and rigor. So if you are interested to work as a senior backend engineer, you should have the qualifications and capacity to work this field, and this will be your job responsibilities. Then focus on the what we value. Point number one, bettering our skills, teaching each other and learning ways to build better software. Point number two, user testing, experimentation, automated testing, and continuous integrations to gain meaningful feedback for what we do. Point number three, fostering collaboration and cooperativeness. Technology we use PHP 7, Symfony 3, MariaDB, Solar, RabbitMQ, Redis, Memchat, Composer, Behat, PHP unit. Sound interesting. Start the conversations by sending your application today. So they mention here the job responsibilities and the position is senior backend engineer, and they mention here what is the requirements to apply for these jobs, and here the applying process. If you are interested and you have the capacity, you have the experience, you have the qualifications, you can apply by sending your CV to this email ID. After you sending your email ID, they will contact you once your CV will be utilized. I already told you what is the applying process and what is the interview process. Then back-end engineer required in Munich. The before position is a senior back-end engineer. Now the position is back-end engineer required in Munich. Same location, the position is back-end engineer. The responsibilities for these jobs they already mentioned. Our engineering teams architects develop the same information they already shared because the position is as compared to a same. So you have to focus what is the requirements to apply for these jobs. I hope this all requirements is same to same. But the position is backend engineer, this is senior backend engineer, this is the difference, senior and junior. So the requirements to apply for these jobs as a backend engineer, you should have the experience or qualifications, relevant experience in language like PHP, Java, and relevant experience with a modern web framework, experience and a strong interest in working with a big data sets, experience and strong interest in distributed system of scalability. So if you have the same qualifications and experience, you can apply for these jobs to work as a back-end engineer. If you are interested, you can apply by this email ID. You have to send your CV and cover letter to this email ID. So let's once again I would like to highlight to you what is the positions. Position number one, pre-sales manager. I already told you what is the requirements to apply for a pre-sales manager, and position number two, IT operations engineer. You can see here the requirements, what is the basic needs to apply for these jobs to work as a IT operations engineer. Position number three, senior backend engineer. I already told you what is the basic needs, basic requirements to apply for the job as a senior backend engineer. Then position number four, backend engineer. Here you can see, and I already share with you what is the basic requirements to apply for these jobs, backend engineer. So don't be confused, don't be worried. If this position and this information is matching with your professions, if you are really interested to work as a this in any positions and in a best European country like German, then don't be late. Every positions they mentions one email ID. So if first of all you have to go to the descriptions under this video, I already shared all this information in the descriptions under this video. My suggest and my request to go to the descriptions under this video and collect this all informations, and if your qualifications, your experience is matching with the employer's requirement, you can apply by sending your CV to the given email ID. You can see here the pre-sales manager, you have to send your email ID is CV and cover letters to this email ID. For IT operations engineer, you have to send your CV to this email ID. Overall, this email ID is the same, it's official German email ID, don't be confused, it's official informations and 100% genuine informations. So uh, of course the email ID is same. You have to send your CV and cover letter if you are interested any of these positions, backend engineer, senior backend engineer, IT operations engineer, and pre-sales manager. So these four positions required from German. This is the latest openings. If you are interested to apply, please make your CV and cover letters professional. Then send your CV and cover letters to this given email ID. Almost the email ID is same for all positions. You can see here the email ID for all positions is same. So don't be worried. If first of all you have to match, you have to check that is matching your qualification and experience according to the employer requirements. If it's matching, if you have the fulfill of qualifications and experience according to the employer requirements, then you can apply for these jobs. So to work as a pre-sales manager and as a IT operations engineer, as a senior backend engineer, or as a backend engineer, you should have the full of experience and qualifications. They never asked for any foreign experience. They ask for particular qualifications and experience. So if you have the proper experience and qualifications, you can apply any of these above positions. And the applying process is very simple. You have to send your CV and cover letter to this email ID. I am telling you again and again repeatedly because before my previous videos, so many confusing comments and so many viewers and subscribers, they are confusing, they are worrying how to apply. Please don't be worried. This all information is in front of you. You can find in the descriptions under this video, and they mentions a email ID to collect the CV and cover letters. Eh, If you are interested to apply for any of these positions, you can send your CV and cover letters. Once your CV will be utilized, then you can proceed for these jobs. So I hope this information will be helpful for your careers. And in the next video, I will share with you another latest requirements from other countries. So finally, I would like to say you many thanks for your valuable time for watching this video up to end. In the next video, up here, obviously, I will share with you a very important and latest requirements from another country. So stay with me. God bless you. Bye bye.